For this showdown between these two fighters should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Marco Antonio Barrera, 5'6" tall with a reach of 70 inches. And they'll be facing Juan Manuel Marquez, 170 centimeters tall with an identical one. It's the babyface assassin Marco Antonio Barrera. He fights out of Mexico City and has the entire country in his corner. He's a 3-weight division world champion. Juan Manuel.
This bout is scheduled for...
These two have certain... We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Stiff jab. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Just misses with that left uppercut. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
It's so hot, so heat. There's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on your face, so you're sweating and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of the field. This can be hellfire on you.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's bombs away. Just missed with that hook. Good defense to block the hook. Well done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little what you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Good counter punching. Well done with that counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. It's all offense all the time. took but was not successful. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Hook misses. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Are we about to see the legend Barrera go down? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Down goes Barrera! Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
That is a...
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Here we go to the 4th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
The hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. The straight right just misses. Can't land the jab there. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster.
Whoa, Johnny! What a massive upset this would be. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That jab just missed with the left hand. Can't find a home for that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You'd like to see more jabs. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
He misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go in the 6th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it hands down.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Hold that thought! So much for defensive abilities. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you.
Let's talk about Marquez in that last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
And there's the bell for round 7. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell, and here we go. Good counter punch. Stamina is off the charts. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The corners, and he couldn't take any more. Down goes Marquez. So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is